Hi there and welcome back to my channel. This is Dr. Pratyusha from Pratyusha. I'm back with another simple tutorial for all of you. It's going to be a very simple tutorial on how to make a house-shaped nameplate. We will be using many mediums including Viva decor, Inka gold paste, stencils and much more to make this beautiful nameplate. So let's get started. If you have seen my recent haul video from the Elements Craft Studio, you will recognize this beautiful customized house-shaped nameplate and the beautiful cutout NDF names and even the Ganesha. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link to it in the description and you can see that. So first, I prime the surface with some Gesso. I give it 2 coats and I use a simple sponge. Next, I add some texture to the background using lace stencil from Itsy Bitsy. So I carefully position the stencil and apply the texture paste over the stencil using a palette knife. I let the texture paste dry, clean the stencil and reposition the same stencil again carefully. I then repeat the same procedure of applying the texture paste with the palette knife over the stencil. So this is how the base now looks after the texture paste has been added. Once the background is completely dry, it's time to play with Inka gold paste. So I'm using apricot, gold and old silver for the first coat. Usually you can use them with your fingers for highlighting and they give awesome effects. But I love using them for the entire background since they impart a beautiful shine when any light hits them. I gradually introduce other colors. I put in some violet, magenta and brown gold and spray with water to combine them together. I do this till I'm happy with how the background looks. Now, I will work on the name and the Ganesha cutouts. We will be using heat embossing techniques for this. I'm going to press the cutouts onto the sticky Tim Holtz embossing ink and then place them onto a heat resistant work surface. I then pour over them the golden tinsel embossing powder. So the sticky ink holds onto the embossing powder and once I tap it after lifting it, whatever is loose or excess powder will fall off. Next, I take the heat gun and melt the embossing powder. I repeat this process 3 times to give it a more dimensional effect. The shine when the light falls on these heat embossed cutouts is really beautiful to look at. I wanted to add more interest to the background, so I'm going to use gold Inka gold paste for some highlighting. Next, I use various stamps with cornflower blue ink pad from Mudra to add some interest to the background. Next, I add some splashes of white by mixing some white acrylic paint with some water. I did the final arrangements of cutouts and the other embellishments. Then I glued them down. I add gold deco foil and small glass droplets using Glossy Accents. Finally, I add some brushed metal gold highlights onto the flowers and some black splashes to tie the whole project together. So this is how the project finally looks like. I'm very happy with the outcome. All the products used in the project are linked below in the description box. Do check that out. In case you do try something similar, do share it with me and I would love to have a look at them. In case of any queries, leave them in the comment section below and I will get back to you. Do subscribe to the channel for more such videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.